This is Inside Indiana Business Radio for the afternoon of Tuesday, May 9th, 2023. I'm Alex Brown. As part of the new state budget, the Indiana General Assembly approved $30 million for the Northeast Indiana Strategic Development Commission. Northeast Indiana Regional Partnership CEO Stefan Fragia said the funding will support the commission's 5-year plan focusing on housing and talent.
We fund one activity, which ultimately is going to have secondary and tertiary benefits to some of the other goals. So defining where we start tackling this plan is going to be key because that will determine early success.
Fragia believes efforts to improve affordable housing will likely be the first priority with the new funding. Illinois-based medical technology company Baxter International has announced plans to divest its biopharma solutions business to 2 private equity firms in a $4.25 billion deal. The divestiture includes BPS manufacturing facilities in Bloomington and Germany, which employ a total of 1,700 people. Evansville-based Escalade is reporting a first-quarter net loss of $952,000 compared to net income of $6.7 million last year. The sporting goods and recreational equipment manufacturer said it has initiated an effort to cut costs, which includes a reduction in workforce, though that would have a minimal impact on Indiana. From the number one source for Indiana business news, this is Inside Indiana Business Radio.
Indiana, it's time to get revved up. Inside Indiana Business is going racing. We'll be at the Indianapolis Motor Speedway for the month of May and take you inside the business of motorsports, from gasoline alley to high-tech race shops to small-town dirt tracks. We'll explore what fuels a billion-dollar industry in the state. Join the entire Inside Indiana Business team from the world's greatest race course for Business at the Brickyard, brought to you by Purdue University. It's checkered flag coverage you won't want to miss.
The Indianapolis Cultural Trail is growing. As the IBJ's Mason King reports, the planned expansion will border 2 attractions planned for the southwest part of downtown Indianapolis, an Indy 11 soccer stadium and a new White River State Park green space.
Announced Tuesday, the trail will cross the White River as part of the planned Henry Street Bridge, south of Washington Street. Plans for the bridge already called for ample pedestrian and bicyclist areas parallel to 2 vehicular lanes. The 1-mile trail expansion is expected to cost $21.2 million, with the Indiana Economic Development Corp contributing $18.2 million and the city contributing $3 million. Work on the expansion is projected to be completed in late 2026. The Cultural Trail originally opened in 2013 as a 6-mile loop around downtown Indianapolis. An initial $30 million expansion to the trail, announced in February 2020, is ongoing and expected to wrap up in late spring 2024. When the 2 expansions are complete, the trail will total 9 miles of pathways. The Department of Public Works has scheduled a public meeting for the Henry Street Bridge project Tuesday, in which it is expected to announce the Circle City Gateway ringed concept as the preferred design for the bridge. For Inside Indiana Business Radio, I'm Mason King.
The Indiana Medical Licensing Board will hold a hearing this month on a complaint against Indianapolis OB/GYN Dr. Caitlin Bernard, despite an attempt by the Attorney General's office to further delay the matter. Board members will weigh whether the doctor violated professional standards when she oversaw a medication abortion for a 10-year-old rape victim from Ohio. Indiana Attorney General Todd Rokita sought to push the licensing hearing back until August and delay other deadlines. However, the Medical Licensing Board denied those requests. Pacers Sports and Entertainment plans to move the Fort Wayne Mad Ants, its developmental league team, to Noblesville, where city officials have pledged to build a $36.5 million arena complete with suites and an event space. As part of a 10-year deal, the city has agreed to construct the 3,400-seat venue beginning this fall. Pacers Sports and Entertainment President Rick Fuson said the move stemmed from a desire to consolidate some operations of the Mad Ants and those of the Pacers following the pandemic.
What we found from a basketball perspective especially is the fact that you could practice at St. Vincent Center. The coaches of both the G League team and the Pacers were watching them every day. They had the same doctors, the same strength conditioning coaches. And that's the way the league's going. There are a number of G League teams who are in the home cities, and what an opportunity is for us to go to one of the fastest growing cities in our state of Indiana.
The Mad Ants will make the move to Central Indiana before the arena is completed. The team will play its 2023-24 season at Gainbridge Fieldhouse in downtown Indianapolis. Kentucky-based bedding provider Tempur Sealy has agreed to acquire Mattress Firm in a cash-and-stock deal valued at about $4 billion. Houston-based Mattress Firm operates more than 2,300 brick-and-mortar retail locations and an e-commerce platform. After the Tempur Sealy acquisition is complete, the combined companies will have a total of about 3,000 retail stores, 30 e-commerce platforms, 71 manufacturing facilities, and 4 research and development facilities worldwide. Mattress Firm lists at least 17 retail outlets in Indianapolis and surrounding suburbs. Tempur Sealy is planning to begin a phased opening of its $138 million foam pouring manufacturing facility in Crawfordsville later this quarter. Indianapolis restaurateur Tom Battista is this week's guest on the Business and Beyond podcast with Gary Dick, presented by PNC, a weekly conversation with high-profile Hoosiers in business, sports, and entertainment, and beyond. Available now from your favorite podcast provider. I'm Alex Brown for Inside Indiana Business Radio on Demand.